Hello, friend. How are you all? I hope you are doing good, enjoying and improving yourself and working on your personality, your communication, your listening, any things which you want to improve, any area which you are seeing some shortcoming, weakness, and you want to improve that. This is not difficult things or not impossible. This is the same difficult, but you can achieve. First, you have to change your mind, decide one day that I want to be improved, and just start something on daily basis. And long term, you can work on that, and you will see after some time, you will feel that you are improving. And this is only just one things you want to. And once you decided, then you work on that, and you have a patience for that. At least anything you are doing, it look like a boring, and for that you need a patience and think about the final your long term result or benefit of this. So always look for that, not sometime you are sacrifice your time or you want to go some party, but you are doing this daily basis consequences, but you have to do if you want to improve. So thank you, gentlemen. This is Mahavir Sharma. If you are new one on my channel, I would like to request you to join my channel, subscribe it, and press bell icon button. So whenever I record a new video and upload it in YouTube, you can watch it and use it, or you can implement your day-to-day life. All this moral story are helping to improve our daily basis life. So today, gentlemen, I will narrate it or explain the story of APJ Abdul Kalam, who himself narrated this story in one interview related to failure how and success, how the leader are you know handle when thing is not going in our favor, but how the leader will make forward their subordinate when plan is successful or mission is successful or project successful. So this is related to India first satellite launch vehicle, uh, which Abdul Kalam was the important team member in this project, and he was working in 1960 to 70. So they worked so hardly last 10 to 15 years on this project, and finally in 1979 they are come with the SLV3, which name was Rohini, and they are all thing is prepared, and they are started countdown. But before the just countdown, they observed some error, but they were ignore that, and they said go ahead. So after some time, the satellite launch vehicle was not placed in the orbit, and it was not successful. It was fell down in the ocean, and that time the Abdul Kalam, APJ Abdul Kalam and his team was very discouraged and disappointed, and they are very fearful to face the media. And then there was his boss or ISRO director, uh, you know, who took a responsibility and come up in front of media, and he told them that yes, we took complete responsibility of this. There was some issue, and we let down our people, but next time we will come with the successful. My team did a very good job. However, there was some shortcoming or some mistake we did, and we need to be learn from this, and we will come out next year. So complete, responsibility for failure was taken by the leader, and he freed his subordinate or team for such stress level. So in 1980, the again team was learned the lesson from this failure, and they adjusted something and come out for the next launch of the SLV3 Rohini, and this time they was successful, and it was the first time India was placed or launched their own satellite launch vehicle, and it was indigenous make and successful mission. And that time the mission, ISRO director was not come out to front of media, and he asked their team, now you go and let this media conversation. So the moral of story is that whenever leader should have a such type, whenever there is failure, he should take a complete responsibility and protect his team. But whenever there is a success, he should make forward his team and he should take a back seat. So also one thing is that the failure or unsuccessful is not a bad things, but it is a bad thing if we are not learning from these things. So if something is went wrong, first of all we have to what we did wrong, what went wrong, how can improve in future, what are the learning lesson, and how we can reduce in future. So this learning lesson is very important for any mission. If you want to improve in your life, the human being is the next, for any success, any master, you need to go all some up and down, failure, success, everything, but you have to learn from the failure. You will not sit back and thinking about always failure. It is part of success, but you have to learn on that. If you are not learning from the failure, then it is definitely again failure will happen. So whatever you are doing, take a responsibility, correct it, identify what was the issue, and come with the strong one and do again. So this is the part of life, but we have to think about how we can manage this type of failure, how we can learn from it, and how we can improve in future mission. This is the only purpose. And if you want to improve in life, you have to face actual challenges, and you cannot sit behind the umbrella or wall. You have to face up in front, and you have to protect your team if you are leader. So gentlemen, this is the life. It is only your life. You should do things very courageously, very honestly. But if something is not went as per your plan, then change your plan, but not your goal, and improve that. So I think, gentlemen, this is a very, very good story for all of us. We can learn from our mistake. We can improve our overall things, and we can enjoy it. So thank you, gentlemen. It's my pleasure to speak in front of you. If you have any query, question, anything, you can ask. It is now time for concluding and signing off. So thank you, gentlemen, once again. We will meet again tomorrow with other topic. So bye bye, good night.